Folks, welcome back to Sleep with the Lights On. This week's bonus story comes to us from someone that goes by Darkness.
Darkness.
The Darkness. Seems like maybe a Chappelle reference.
Is it?
Yeah, to like Rick James.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he called Charlie Murphy. But at least that's what the spelling reminds me of. But that's not what you're here for. Who cares, right? We're here for the scary story. And this week's bonus story is a sleep paralysis story with
Rick James?
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's about demons. Sleep paralysis and demons. Isn't that fun? Our favorite subjects.
Everybody loves demons.
That's right. Again, if you have a story that you'd like to share with Sleep with the Lights On, send it into the gang at thefreakydeaky.com or leave us a voicemail at 801-997-0051 and we'll get you penciled in. If we believe it. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Scott will believe it.
I'll believe it. Anything. Literally, send me anything. No, I'm just kidding. Scratch that from the record. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the story from Darkness.
Darkness.
And it's called Three Spiky Demons.
Spiky.
Yeah. Back in high school, I woke up one night on my stomach with my face pointing to the left. My body felt numb, but I was able to flop. Actually, more like twitch, and only with great effort, my arms around while I was struck with this overpowering need to fall back to sleep. That's when I saw them standing on the other side of the room. They were like three stalactite figures, dark, towering, spiky, metallic-looking beings with tall, pointed heads, a bit like Sauron in his armor.
Ooh.
Only with no features, and less symmetrical in appearance. They just stood there completely still as I kept my eyes on them in terror, unable and frankly unwilling at this point to move. Eventually, the need to fall back asleep again became too strong and I closed my eyes, I think, only to immediately reopen them in panic. The three figures were now standing closer to my bed than they were before. The sleepiness won again, and I closed my eyes for a second. Eyes open. They're now even closer, just feet away from me now, and something in the back of my mind told me that if I closed my eyes one more time, they would be right on top of me, and I'd never open my eyes again. Even though they had no discernible faces, I could just feel this evil, predatory feeling coming from them. I fought the sleep now feeling for as long as possible, not even blinking, as I kept my eyes on these things, until finally the entire episode evaporated and I jumped out of bed, nearly hyperventilating. Spooky.
The first thing I thought of when you said, the three spiky demons, was like, are they dressed like Judas Priest or something like that?
Hell yeah, brother. No, it's more Hulk Hogan than anything.
Yeah, I was like, do you even know who Judas Priest is?
Yeah. I know who Judas is.
You don't know who Judas Priest is?
I don't know who Judas's priest was, but I know who Judas was.
Okay. People know what I'm talking about, even if Scott doesn't.
It's a band. I'm not an idiot. I just play one on YouTube, and that's fine.
But you know what's kind of creepy about that story is when he almost fell back asleep.
Was like fighting that need. Where it's like,
was something trying to make him go to sleep? And how often do they do that to the rest of us?
You know, it's very interesting that you mentioned that because I have that one story myself. It was a peaceful experience in my thing, but the thing touched me dead in the middle of my forehead, and I was just like, lights out. Went right back down. But I have read stories where things almost like will you to sleep, where it's just like, go to sleep now. Like some Jedi mind trick or something like that, where you're just like, you are getting sleepy, and not a pendulum swinging kind of sleepy. But that works as well. I don't know, but it's creepy to think about that something like that could have power over you in that way.
And if these kind of things, like demons or whatever you want to call them, existed and they could do that, maybe they're doing it all the time.
What else can they do?
You know, maybe we're in the middle of sleep paralysis, believing we're doing a podcast and that we have people listening to us.
Well,
or a video.
The last part is definitely a dream, but
what if everything in our reality is just being put back to sleep?
No. What's really creepy is, and it's kind of like a horror trope to some extent, but every time he like gave in and his eyes closed and he opens them, they're closer. And close your eyes, they're closer. Then it, like having that feeling where it's like, if I close my eyes one more time, these things are going to be on me and I'm never going to open my eyes again. Oof.
I wonder if our dreams are more cinematic than they used to be. Because
How so?
how we've been trained by
Like horror
entertainment.
movies? Yeah. Yeah, where it's like we just pick up on it, like, oh, what a scary thought. And then I'm going to take that with me into Dream Night Land. Here we go.
That's why I say we've been under control for a long time.
Wow. Topical, but creepy nonetheless. Have you ever had any dreams like that, or have any, like, can you remember anything? Because that feels oddly familiar to me, like the closing your eyes and it's closer. Am I just thinking of horror movies, or I think I am. I think that's probably the main thing, is that happens in a lot of horror movies. Or no, what it is someone's in a hallway and the lights are flickering, and then the light goes out, and then when it comes back on, the thing's closer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. And that is creepy as hell. No, thank you. Keep it away.
I've seen it both ways. That's the classic way of filming a scary scene. But the reason they film a lot of scenes is because that's how they see it, or how they want you to see it. You know, it's from experience,
and that's creepy in its own right.
That's why it works.
That's why it works.
It's real. It's all real.
It's all real. We got him. We heard it here first. Let us know what you guys think of this story. And if you have any of your own, send them in. Let's hear them. And perhaps you'll be on the next episode of Sleep with the Lights On. In the meantime, Christian and I are going to hit the old dusty trail, and I'm going to make Christian stay at the house for 10 minutes while I get ready for bed so that I don't freak myself out. Because that happens sometimes. That happens. And there's a certain solidarity in numbers.
So what we're saying here is I'm the brave one.
He is, and that's fine.
Or crazy.
I'm the one that has seen a lot of scary stuff, so I kind of don't like this, you know? We should start recording early in the morning again so that when we're done, it's light outside. Beautiful thoughts.
We're in Alaska. That ain't going to happen
for
a few months.
We're entering the dark times.
The dark ages are upon us.
Anyway, remember, friends, sleep with the lights on, because you never know.
I'm sorry.
Did you forget it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Serious.
What's lurking in the shadows?
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Just point at me again. I'll do it.
No, it's too done.
Stop. What's lurking in the shadows?
Well, we know what's not lurking in the shadows of Christian's mind.
I expect that to be cut perfectly, Editor Scott, and you can use all the rest to make fun of me.
Goodbye.
Be scared